new. Let's start over. No? Okay, maybe we won't today. Right. I remember a lot of what we did last time. I'm trying to think if I can remember where I was, or what I was thinking of doing next. I'm not sure that I actually had anything in mind specifically. I might have, but I feel like I also might not have. Not useful. Yeah, what is this for again? I mean, I know what it is. It's the claw, but what did I have a zoological knowledge as good as my technical expertise, but a certain claw definitely belongs to learn. He doesn't. I thought he mentioned something about maybe I can use this for such and such, but maybe he didn't say that. So we got a nice fire going now. That's obviously good. An impressive fireplace and surprisingly clean too, although it hadn't been used in a long time. The wood was now burning nicely in the fireplace. And it's like 3 p.m. or something? Like, it's like middle afternoon, right? Oh no, it's still morning even, 10 a.m. So we have still a full day. Let's see. We've been to pretty much everywhere except for the church itself, which still is currently shut. So there's the water system I was looking at, right? There's something shiny under the grates in the greenhouse. I can't get to it currently. Did I already try the crowbar on that? I don't know if I've tried the crowbar on that. I wonder if that would work. We can try it. See if I can get it to happen. I don't know. And this way, I think, for the greenhouse. Yeah. Right. See if I can do something with this. Maybe, maybe not. I tried using the crowbar as a lever to lift the panel of the grating, but it was solidly welded to the rest. I don't have a welding torch or anything, or soldering iron to remove that. A magnet or a hook of some kind? I'm assuming this isn't going to go with any of these, but I figured I should try them anyway. Okay. Oh, I was going to say use these in conjunction with each other on this, but maybe not. And obviously it's not just there to be random. There is a point where we'll reach it, I just don't know what that point needs to be. Okay. Getting the water running in one way or another is important, I feel, but I'm not sure. We already got everything from upstairs here, right? Let me double check while I'm here. Yeah, nothing down there that I can see, really. Hey, Silhouette, welcome. What if I use the pruning shears on this plant? I took a few leaves with me. Aha! Knew there was a point to this. So I have a few... almost looks like poinsettia leaves. Taking a few leaves and fruits from that strange African plant that have a very particular smell. Okay. Is there gonna be any point to the fertilizer at present that I can figure out? I'm not sure. I can always come back here, so let's not worry about it for the moment. And then this is just empty, right? Watering can was of no use to me, so I had no plan to try reviving any of those plants. Yeah, and that's just pointless fumigator at this point. Oh, did I look in these drawers before? Oh yeah, I did. Right, yeah, I read these letters. I remember that now. If I can't remember if there was something in there, I took it already, or else there was nothing in there. One of the two. Yeah, so I need to figure out some way of getting the water back on. It's great that I grabbed those leaves. I mean, I'll need them clearly at some point, but right now, my main point of... I don't know about concern, but my main item, my main task that I'm focusing on right now is trying to get the water running again, and I'm not exactly sure how to do that. I would swear there's got to be some reason that if you go... I'm not here, sorry. Let's go back. Wait, what? Yeah, back. Not there. This? Oh, no, that's right. It's the dark one is the trick one that you don't actually want. This one. So here, with the water, there's got to be something with this tied to the water system, I feel. But I don't know what. I already tried this. It's just not going to do it. Because you need like an axe or something for that. Small pool of water below the arching tree. That water comes up from there. It goes on the other side of the tree, back where we cannot currently go. We have no option of going behind the tree. A gray and naked tree was standing on a small knoll, crowning an otherwise bare area, with its thin branches slowly swaying in the gentle wind. All of a sudden, I began to feel very alone. There's nothing else around here that I'm failing to analyze, is there? No, I don't think so. Alright, let's go back out, I guess. What is... just random stones on the ground? Okay. I don't know if it's possible they had more significance, but apparently not. Okay, well that's the greenhouse for now. And this way takes us to the church, which we can't open without the key, and we don't have the key. And these keys we all had previously. They don't. None of those will work. So, and I cannot pry my way in either. So, the church is basically nothing for the time being. Simply by virtue of the fact that we can't actually do anything in the church right now. See, what I don't get is, why can I not just go diagonally here to then go back to the crypt? I have to go all the way back inside and through, and then out and to the right. But I could, logically, just skip across here and then continue. But the game doesn't let you do that, so I guess we'll go this way. And I've been to the garage multiple times. I don't think there's anything else to be gotten from there, at least at present. I'm trying to think. So there's in the third floor room on the right, not the unfinished bathroom, but the one right past that. There's that bench. Basically, it's a couple of A-frames with a set of boards across it. And there's a saw on there. But there's also the stove. And I need something to put in that stove. But I don't know why I would just randomly put something in there, right? It either needs to be very clearly, I need this. Like, let's say I found a solid lump of wax, and for some reason I need liquid wax. I mean, just as a hypothetical, right? Then I would know I need to put the solid wax in this pot on top of the stove or whatever, and then melt that down to liquid. Other than that, though, I would need some kind of a recipe, I would assume, to know how to make whatever it is I'm making. Let's say I'm making some kind of... I don't know. Some kind of liquid I need for something. Maybe I'm going to... Maybe I'm going to solder something. Maybe I end up finding a soldering iron, and I need... But then I would just need the metal. I wouldn't need to liquefy the stove. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, but if I'm going to do something on the stove, most likely I need some kind of a set of instructions on how to do that, right? A recipe doesn't necessarily mean food. It could also mean other things. Like, I would say I would want a recipe for making motor oil or something, potentially. Any of those would, I think, theoretically be a similar kind of matter. I already tried these over here, right, on this. And not over here either. And then same thing with the pliers with their clipping part right below the vise part of them. No. I don't know how I remove that. I think, if I remember right, I've already tried the screwdriver on this. Yeah. So I'm not sure, but it feels like I need to do something with this. Maybe I leave it where it is, and maybe at some point I come back here in the night, and then I need the light to see in the garage. I'm not sure. Pretty sure I've already gathered everything else I could, though. Items from the bench against the wall, on the shelves, that kind of stuff. That car just says, yeah, it looks like somebody could jump out at me from the car or whatever, but it doesn't really have As far as I could tell, otherwise, any significance. Nothing in here, right? Yeah. I don't know. Like I've said multiple times, something, I assume at some point, comes out of or is found in this fountain. But at present, from the beginning of the game, that's not been anything other than just something you can see. There's not been any kind of interaction with it. But it is on one of the photographs in the dark room, making me think it has significance, but it may not. That may not necessarily mean anything. It's really hard to say. Have I ever gotten into the far drawer on this desk? I don't remember if I have or not. It's locked anyway at present. Not going to use the screwdriver on it, apparently. This, if memory serves, this was actually for the padlock on the garage outside. So this won't work. This was the basement key. This was a key to a drawer somewhere, I think. This is the main key to the manor. So I don't really think any of this stuff I've got here is going to get me in there. I mean, unless I were to destroy the drawer with the crowbar, which I don't think. Yeah, not useful. So... And this drawer also is like permanently jammed. I think it's this one or another one. Can't remember, but I don't believe. Not useful. Not useful. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to help me get in there. Okay. And then back out here, there is still, for whatever reason, this bottle of alcohol over here that's, what is it, J and C or whatever? What is it? JB. I'm not familiar with brands of alcohol. I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know. And we're not going to grab it. We're just looking at it for whatever reason. So, but it stands out. Again, like I said before, making me think, is there a reason, like all the other bottles of alcohol on the shelf here, just say that there's a bunch of alcohol on the shelves. They have a lot of alcohol. This one says it's JB's favorite. I mean, unless the whole point of that is just to tell you a little bit more about the protagonist we're playing, it doesn't make sense that he would say that randomly, right? I would assume there's some kind of significance to it, but I have yet to be able to interact with it other than just examine it. There is this, though, so if I go back into it again, if I go here, okay, remind me of Falling Darkness, but if I go, is it this? There was enough light at the moment. No, that's not it. I feel like there's something, there still is something to do with that, though. But maybe not yet. Maybe not with anything I have on me. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I'm just kind of, I would be clicking a whole bunch just to randomly be clicking stuff to see if something happens. So that's kind of pointless right now. Okay, now this, I think, was maybe a drawer I was not able to open. No? That's the napkins. What's the... There's a drawer somewhere that I can't open. I can't remember where that is. Out with the phone. There's no actual drawer there. In the front room where the piano is, there's no drawer either. Oh, I know. It's in this back hall, I believe. There's one against the wall across from here, and I believe that one is the permanently jammed. Stuck beyond hope. That's not useful. That's not useful. Yeah. So, nothing for that drawer right now. I don't think there's anything I missed in the crypt. I'm pretty sure I saw everything there. We got in the crypt. We saw an empty coffin, and then also a coffin that would have been Mrs. Black, whatever the frick their last name is, Blackmore or whatever. And then going down below, there was a coffin for a cat, there was a coffin for a baby, and there were some other ancestors who had been buried there as well. I feel like the coffin that's empty probably means that somebody's body is up and about. I don't know. I don't know how. We obviously have the whole idea of the African curse. So there's some supernatural element to the game. I'm just not sure how far that extends. Are we going to end up with undead and stuff? I mean, clearly it's not a Dead Island or Resident Evil or something kind of situation, but maybe there's undead somewhere. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, there might be. There very well might be. It's hard to say. I really don't know. I've not played this before, but they're super. If as soon as you in a game introduce any degree of supernatural, like anything, just about as possible, right? You can bring all kinds of legends and stuff to bear if you really wanted to. See, I feel like when we finally... No worries, Phil Fox. I feel like when we finally know what it is we want to cook on that stove upstairs, we'll probably end up grabbing one of these pots. But until that happens, we just say, look, there are utensils and things to use for cooking. So... the door was firmly stuck in place. I think we tried this before and it said it didn't need to be oiled, right? Yeah, and then if I do this... no. And if I do this... no. Yeah. But there should be... some way to open this. I just don't know what. Yeah, Nancy Drew. Or the Hardy Boys, either one. Nancy Drew's gotten a lot more play. I think partly because of the whole modern feminist movement trying to give more opportunities for stories in different movies and things. And I don't mind there being a female you know, lead for a film or something, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all, not even in the slightest. But I'm just saying that's kind of, so they haven't really done a lot of Hardy Boy stuff because they've been doing more Nancy Drew stuff. Is there anything to sink over here? I'm pretty sure no, right? We never found anything. Yeah, I think every time has been pretty much the same. It's pretty much nothing. Yeah. See, water's running. There's a problem with pipes. I have to figure out what's either clogging the pipes or where the pipe is broken or whatever it might be. Figure that out. The interior of the refrigerator was begging for some serious cleaning, not to mention a powerful disinfectant. There's nothing in here at all, is there? Some ice, some bones, but yeah, don't think there's anything there. Is it just some random scratches next to the lamp, or is that... No, I don't think it says anything. I can't really discern letters or anything from it, so I feel like that's not gonna be something. So we have several of these photos too, and I imagine some of them are probably just here for flavor, but I am curious how many, if any, of these are significant, important to the plot of the story, or whatever. So it looks like probably several rolls of film probably already developed, maybe. All of these are existing pictures. If I do that, nothing new. Yeah, there's Nancy Drew, there's Sherlock Holmes, there's, if you like the supernatural bent to things, there's Adam Wolf that I already uploaded, did on my live streams previously, and then have on my YouTube channel and on... Do I have it on BitChute? I don't think I have it on BitChute, actually. Probably on Twitch as well, although I've not been the best traditionally at saving streams on Twitch. I do sometimes I forget, so it might not be a complete series on Twitch. Nothing new with that, okay. No special part of this sticking out for further analysis. So it's probably just a normal photo. So that was a useful clue previously. Yeah, I know. How can I, like, get out? Oh, there we go. Looks like a couple additional rolls of film that were developed. The practical photographer. Just a bunch of uninteresting bugs. Okay, so nothing additional there. See, we have this guide for photography even, but we're not going to use it. It won't do anything, apparently. Let's burn it. Burn it. No? Okay, and then back to the dark room one more time, but I doubt we're going to get anything new there either right now. See, this felt significant to me because, one, there's specifically a picture about it, and two, I don't remember this flower floating in it. Not that a flower randomly floating in a fountain normally would be significant, but in a game like this, you never know. Let's see. Almost spilled my drink on me. Not quite. This one. No, that's the crypt. See, I don't want... Oh, no, wait. No, my bad. That's the church. Okay, is there something in this photograph that I'm missing when I go to the actual church outside that will help me figure out how to get in? I don't have a key currently, but that doesn't mean that I couldn't get one. I'm not seeing anything really. Not enough anyway. I don't know. I'm very possibly missing something, but I am not seeing. Right. But again, this just shows that you can go into the basement. It doesn't really show you anything extra special about it. You, Faux Fox, should stop apologizing so much. You have a life to live. You have things you gotta do. Just do them. Don't worry about it. I'm 100% fine. If you can't make it, it's no skin off my nose. I understand that you got stuff going on. It's fine. I don't know what I expect to find new in here, though. So I was able finally to turn the valve here, but something else still is blocking the pipes. It's gonna be either down in the ground below, like over here, or where's the other one? There's another spot it goes down into the ground, I thought. Is there not? I thought from back here I could see a second one. Oh, no, it curves up. I was thinking this right here, I was thinking was another pipe. So there, it's either going into the ground there. Oh, well, okay, possibly, or over on one of these parts. Okay. Or something up here, here, or over here, where the pipes are getting blocked. Because we have this cover right here, this is the highest probability candidate, the most likely thing we need to do to interact with or to change in order to get underneath and then potentially unblock the pipe. That doesn't mean that's what we need to do. It just means that's the most likely solution. But I have yet to be able to figure out any way to remove this. Even if we don't fully remove it, at least to lift it some and then let us slide it over. $14-hour day plus whatever travel time and having to get ready and stuff. That's exhausting. Sorry about that. Hopefully you rest well tonight. I don't know what is causing the problem. So one of the pipes basically comes up here. Is there space between this wall and the... No, so you go straight into the hall right there. And you don't see a pipe coming out. Which is very odd. I suppose we could pretend that the pipe is going up through the middle of the wall. In which case it goes up to the bathroom. Ha! Well, honestly, if you were trying to avoid me, I wouldn't blame you, but no, I don't ever think that. Yeah, so it's getting blocked. I don't have a way of getting inside. Because this is a set of drawers under the sink, I don't have a way of looking underneath and seeing if there's anything about the pipes there that might need to be managed. Still not sure what this is. This just some kind of a rack to hang clothing that needs to dry on or something? Maybe it's a towel rack for this? No, that would be the towel rack right there. What is this? I don't understand what this item is. Does anybody recognize this? Do you know what this would be? I don't know what the function of this would be normally. We can't approach any more closely, nor pull the curtain to the side, or do anything with any of this other stuff. So this, basically, this whole section of the room right here is pretty much just useless right now, at least, if not throughout the game. Like, there's almost no point to it. Can I zoom in? What do you want me to zoom in on? I can go back somewhere we've been. What did you want me to zoom in on, Fofox? Oh, you mean on the device I was asking about? Yeah, no, I can't actually zoom in. It won't. So if you're able to zoom in, I'll show you here. Hey, Monmouth, welcome. So if I could zoom in, you see this magnifying glass icon right here. like you see for the sink. When I approach this, there is no icon change. It's still just the closed hand, which means that you can't analyze it, you can't interact with it, nothing. So, I mean, this is what it looks like. That's as close as I can get. I cannot reposition in the room, and I cannot zoom in anymore. That's what you can see. So if that is enough to tell you what purpose that serves, but I'm really not sure. Given that you can't actually, feel free to pause the video, by the way, if you want to spend longer. I'm not going to keep sitting for a really long time on it, though. There's not really a point, I don't think. Given that you can't interact with it, I feel like it's not really that significant, but I just don't know what that's supposed to be. How am I gonna unclog the pipes or get the water to pass through properly or whatever? Here's the upstairs unfinished, super unfinished bathroom. Like extraordinarily badly unfinished bathroom. And then, as I said, over in this room is the stove, but until we know what we want to put in the stove, it's really not going to do anything for us. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. It may have no significance, really. There may be some kind of device or something that exists that looks like that in real life that I just have never seen. And so there would be a function. It's not something that I've ever seen before, and so I was curious if there was a point to it. Other than it belongs in the bathroom and maybe it's extra detail added to the bathroom. So there's nothing up on top of the ladder here anymore. We've already got the only thing that we already got previously. The only thing that was up there, which was the kerosene, which we used the wood board to puncture a hole, and then we got some in our lantern previously. Halfway up the ladder was the rope. We already got that. There's nothing else that way. And then when I look around the room, just, hey, there are rotten boards. I can go up the ladder or across the room. There are more rotten boards. If you're close to those, that's what it'll say. And then here, more bricks that suck. And that's pretty much what's in this room. There's nothing else in this room to really do anything with. Even if I go like this and I go closer to the light here, it won't let you even try to turn it on. So there's nothing here really. So I don't know where you last left off, Monmouth. So I went back up. Let me try to summarize a bit anyway. I went back up the tower to that window, and I actually saw in the upper corner a little, the rope that we had hung. I saw a little of the rope there. So I pulled it, I clicked on it, and it kind of came down. And then we went into the child's room. So we found that bricked off child's room last time. Since then, we also were able to get a few other things. So we went into the garage and got, as far as I know, everything from there that we can get for now. There's the bicycle, has the light with the small motor that runs on the back, right, that rubs against, I never remember what you call those, the generator basically that generates the light as you are pedaling. So we got that, that's out there, and I've still not done anything with that. I don't know what to do to get that light and motor off of the bicycle. But other than that, we got everything else out of the garage. We got, you can see here, we got a screwdriver, we got pliers, we got a crowbar, we got shears. Okay, I've since that time, I've used the pliers to cut open the wire that was on the crypt, so we were able to get inside the crypt. In the crypt, on the top level, we found one empty coffin and one coffin that had, I believe it was Mrs. Blackmore's body in it. Okay. So Mr. Blackmore, I think, is the one that was missing, is maybe up and around. We don't know. It's empty. Yep. And you go down the lower level of the crypt, and we found the coffin for the baby. We found the coffin for the cat, and we found several coffins for other ancestors while we were down there. And here and there in some of these places there were newspaper clippings or whatever, right? We've also been able to get into the greenhouse now. We used this oil, and then the oil loosened it, and then we used, I believe, was it the crowbar? Anyway, we used something. We were able to open the greenhouse. So we got in the greenhouse. We see the tree in the middle. There's a grate with water down below. There's something sparkling in there, but we can't get to that yet. And there's a hose implying that water should flow at some point in there, or at least used to flow, and that hose was used to water the plants that are in the greenhouse. Upstairs in the greenhouse, there was a single potted plant that was doing well, so I used the pruning shears here on it to get a few leaves. We also got some, after opening the crypt, we have this wire that was on the doors holding it shut, so now we have some extra wire. I also used, I believe it was these pliers, and removed the lion's fang from that necklace in the room with the African masks. What else? That might be about everything we've gotten. Well, thanks. Well, I mean, sometimes, I don't, sometimes I'm weird, or I might do some stuff that some people might find a little annoying, and so that might be a reason for somebody to avoid me too. But that's fine. I was just kind of teasing anyway, Footbox. So yeah, so we've done all of those things. I'm just not sure. There are a few. So let me kind of summarize the things that I'm trying to work out in my mind, figure out how we might progress on any of them currently. Okay. So and we also, of course, because we're Sunday or Monday morning, I've already lit the fire in the front living room. So that's already lit as well. Okay. So things I'm working on, trying to work out right now. There's water. We were down in the basement. We were able to rotate that valve. I basically put the crowbar in the valve, and then so I got the crowbar from my inventory and clicked on the valve. Then the crowbar was kind of resting, wedged in the valve a little bit. And then I got the hammer, the claw hammer here, and I hammered it, and it rotated the valve enough. So the water is running, but something's preventing the water from getting to the house. Now in the basement, there's that cover, that grating. It's not exactly grating, but anyway, that metal cover that at some point probably can be lifted up, but we don't currently have anything that's letting us do that. I've tried the crowbar, I've tried the wire, like maybe you tie the wire around the handles and then maybe you do something else with the wire if the wire showed up on the cover, but that didn't work. I've tried the screwdriver in case you try to pry up the edges or something. Of course, crowbar would be better for that, but that didn't work either. So I don't know how to lift that cover. I assume we do lift that at some point, but I just don't know at what point and how we do that. So there's that. There's the water problem. Well, thanks. Yeah, and she, yeah, exactly, Fofox. You're weird, but weird's good. Don't worry about it. Everybody's weird in their own way. I mean, can we be honest? Like, have a moment of honesty, seriously, for a moment. Everybody's weird in their own way. Everybody has quirks, things they do differently than most, if not all, other people. And that's just what makes you unique. It's not bad. I mean, unless you're hurting somebody or doing some horrific crime or something. Otherwise, there's nothing wrong with being different, right? Anyway, so trying to get the water running again is one of the big things for me, because every single faucet or whatever you try to use in the house says the water's off. Additionally, there's the hose in the greenhouse making me think that the water needs to be running. There's not sensible enough to make scratches. That's right. So there's that. The water is a big thing. We have the stove in the other room upstairs here across the hallway, right? We're going to need to do something on the stove at some point. I don't know what. We don't have any kind of a recipe saying, blah, 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 we need to cook this. And we don't have anything like a solid cube of wax or something that we would want to melt down. Or metal that we would want to liquefy or something. We don't have anything like that. So there's something we're going to need to do with the stove, and I don't know what. I assume at whatever point we decide we're going to want to do something with the stove, we'll find a pot somewhere. Maybe it's one of the ones down on the kitchen, on the countertop. I'm not sure. But we'll probably need something to put whatever in, and we'll find that at some point, or grab that at some point. But not yet. So there's the water is a problem that I'm trying to solve. There's the stove, and how does this come into play at all that I'm trying to solve? There's also, this might be tied to the water, but maybe not. In the greenhouse, there's that tree in the middle, and there's the grating that goes around it. There's a shiny thing down underneath, and I can't get to it. That grating apparently is welded on both sides solidly so that you can't get underneath. I tried the crowbar and it said because it's welded I can't do it. None of my other stuff is even remotely close to as powerful as the crowbar would be for something like that. So if the crowbar can't do it, I'll need something else. Now, I don't necessarily need to lift the grating up. Another thought I had was, and it may not involve this wire, or it may, but the other thought I had was maybe fishing kind of for the item. Either tying a wire or string to the end of this. If I did that, I mean, it doesn't work, but if I did that, then maybe I would have the pliers down on the end, or I could fashion this into a hook, maybe on this, which also doesn't work, but then I'd have a hook and I could hook the thing, or maybe I find a magnet at some point if it's metallic, and maybe I can grab it and pull it up through the grate that way. But for the time being, I've not been able to get whatever that is in the grate. So those are at least 3 things right now that I'm currently trying to work out. So that's where we are kind of in the game right now, is my trying to understand what in the crap might be the next step. I was, like I said last time, I think it was the very beginning of last time, I was in the child's room that was bricked up. I've been in there an additional time to re-examine everything to see if there's something I missed, and I might be missing something still, but I cannot find anything that seems like, oh, why didn't you do this yet? So I don't think we're missing anything in that room currently. You know what? I just had a thought. I don't think it'll work, but I did just have a thought. I can't remember if I tried this or not. Let me try this. Yeah, it might not. It's over the course of a month, an average of 3 over the course of the month. So not on a single session, but average over the course of not a calendar month, but 30 days. So 3 average over the course of 30 days. Yeah, might not do enough. I don't know. I mean, I regularly post on social media that I'm streaming and stuff, so I'm not sure if... I don't really like to go to sites like something like Reddit or something and kind of beg for people to come watch me. Number one, I'm not desperate. I don't care that much. But also, I feel like it's kind of classless. It's not very classy to do something like that. So, and since I'm not planning on making a career out of doing this, I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not really like in the mood to go around begging and stuff. So I don't do that. But short of that, I mean, I've done collaborations with people. I mean, I don't know. You just do whatever you do. I don't know. I'm having fun either way. I mean, the only thing with not being an affiliate is that I can't upload anymore. That's the only big thing. Because if I could upload, then if there are missing parts for any of my series, I can make sure those show up. Because I record. Every time I stream, I record. So I have copies of all my stuff. So if I forget to highlight one of my streams for too long, then it disappears. You only hold on to a past stream for 14 days. So if it gets too long and I've not made a highlight, highlights do stick around for forever, but if I've not made a highlight, then that's gone. So I have some holes in some of my series. Like with Scratches specifically, I have the intro, and then I have parts 3 through to today, but apparently I missed getting part 2 highlighted. So that's not on the site right now. Stuff like that can also discourage some people from watching, because if they want to watch the whole series, they're like, well, what the frick? I can't watch the second part, so now I'm going to be lost where he left off, right? It's a bit of a problem. And I have that often, unfortunately. I try to remember before I stream each weekend to go to Twitch, look at my past streams and see if there's anything that's going to be going away soon and make sure I highlight that. But I forget sometimes. Sometimes, or I run out of time. Maybe I'm in a rush to get home before it's time to stream. So, anyway. Well, thanks. I love that you love my stuff. Not seeing any additional drawers around here. The piano probably is useful at some point, but I really don't know when or why. He says that the music's gibberish, so he can't read music. And he says he always wanted to be a pianist, but eventually found another use for his fingers. I mean, it could just be a description to add more to the game. But some of this stuff feels, I don't know about the piano so much, maybe still though. But some of this stuff feels a lot more significant than it initially sees. Oh. You know what? Like I said, I'm pretty sure I got everything, but just in case, let me go out to the crypt again and see if there's something I missed there. Yeah, well, I mean, two things with FPSs. Number one, maybe I'm average, but I'm definitely not good at FPSs, first of all. And secondly, I get frustrated really easily with crap like that. Like really, back in the day I used to play Halo, like different levels of Halo and stuff, multiplayer with friends. But I just get too pissy with stuff. I'm kind of a little brat that way. Oh, do you? Yeah. That's unfortunate. I couldn't imagine what the purpose of the grating in the floor was. Obviously, nobody down there was in need of fresh air. Pry this up? No. Wire it shut? This? Oil it? No. I don't know. I don't know. There's got to be some reason for that too, probably. That I'm not sure of. What was it just here? I thought it was over here that I was getting a magnifying glass. No, maybe not. Several candle holders were attached to the walls, but alas, there were no candles in the vicinity. Yeah, all the candles in all of this place. The crypt, I mean, I don't know about the church because I've not been in the church yet, but the crypt, the manor itself, like none of the candles, or none of the candle holders have any candles. Like they're all just gone. So see, this is James Blackwood, Blackwood, whatever. Black hair, whatever their face is called. James Blackwood and Catherine Blackwood, right? And which one was missing? I feel like it was James, right? Was missing. The body had been resting for several years until my disturbance. I decided to leave it alone. But this one is empty. Maybe I didn't figure out which one. I thought I knew which one of them was missing, but maybe I never actually figured out which one, just that one of the two was. In which case, if I don't know for sure, I'm going to go on a limb and say I think Catherine's body is missing. Because I feel like that newspaper article where their maid or whatever said she saw James Blackwood outside with a shovel, and the police in the picture that she took saw what looked like the shape of a body. I'm thinking he buried Catherine outside because he did some shady stuff with her, like in killing her or something. And this coffin was just kind of the cover story where they basically, she had left her work and was gone for a while, and they didn't know what happened to her, as they're kind of trying to pretend like she's a Jane Doe kind of situation, right? She disappeared, nobody ever found her again. So the coffin is like symbolically letting her go as if she died, when in fact James actually buried her somewhere on the property somewhere else. And I don't know why the frick he would bury her somewhere else on the property other than to hide evidence. What other point would there be? They have a family crypt. It's not like he needs to dig a plot. They have a family crypt. So the pool, as far as I can tell, the pool has significance only in the sense of I suspect there's a point to it, more than just being some description. But I've not yet been able to interact with it. I have tried the pruning shears. I think I've tried all these, even though some of them don't make sense to me. I think I've tried the hammer, the screwdriver, the pliers, the pruning shears, the crowbar, heck, even maybe the wire. I might have even done that. I don't think I did the claw, but anyway, I think I did any of these, and I know for a fact previously I even tried the wood bore, and I wasn't able to get any kind of change to happen when I tried those. All right. Yeah, so see, we see all these other ancestors buried here. This coffin was half open, and I was horrified to glimpse the remains of a dead cat in it. Strange. Yeah, see, there's a friggin'... There was enough light at the moment. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to open that any further. Anyway, then we got these. Most of the plaques were too badly eroded to make out what they said. I barely managed to read something about a rap person that died in the line of duty. And then, of course, here's the babies. Even though it was in better shape than the rest, it was too dark to make out what the plaque read. Most of the plaques were too badly. So if I do this, then if it says it's too dark, but it says there's enough light at the moment, so I don't. I feel like you're lying to me, game. Okay. Useless candle holders. See, he says he doesn't know why there would be grating, but I can see why. The grating provides enough light down here that you could friggin' see. If this were all solid concrete, you'd come down the stairs, maybe tripping at the end and hurting yourself, and then there might be a little bit of light here, but then everything else would be in total darkness down here. So the grating makes total sense. In the daylight, you don't need to have anything lit, and you can still see down below. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else I might try with this, at least at present. I feel like the crypt does more to give clues in the form of information than it does to give you items you use later. Now, there might be some things we use later, but I'm just saying, I feel like it's more likely that what you're getting that's significant from the crypt is information. So fantastic light. They've done it properly, haven't they? And where do the features come from? I'm not sure. Are you just commenting on the quality of the game? Because it is amazing. It's really well done. I love it. But oh yeah. If we go back out, oh, Greek, yeah. I'm trying to remember. I feel like we got a journal entry of some kind. In fact, let's see. Oops, I didn't mean to shut it. That was a rookie mistake. Let's do this. Okay. Alright, let's just start here. I've managed to get inside. Actually, maybe. No, yeah, we read that last time. Okay. I've managed to get inside the greenhouse, another one of Blackwood's hobbies. This place is really sad and the atmosphere is dense. I have made my way into the crypt. The place is suffocating, and the rotting smell unbearable. I didn't find much inside the crypt, except that a body was missing. It's likely that both James and Catherine were buried together, in spite of the murder. And I know that Catherine is dead for sure. But James? The plot is thickening. I tried sitting at my desk, just one more try, but it was useless. So maybe that's what I was thinking. Maybe we read this last time. He suspects, he says he knows Catherine is dead, and maybe James is not. I don't know if that's true or not. Notwithstanding what he says, it could still be otherwise, right? It could be that both of them are dead, that James is buried in the crypt, but Catherine is buried somewhere out in the yard or something. They could still be dead and have that be true as well. You could have one of the two coffins empty and still have both people that supposedly filled them be dead, right? They're not mutually exclusive. So that could still be a thing. So if I go out here toward the greenhouse, and then instead of that, wait, yeah, that's back. So if I go out this way to the tree, okay, I have, like I said, tried various things here. I'm not sure. Tried maybe using the hammer to bust this up. That doesn't work. The oil doesn't make sense. I think I've tried anyway just for funsies, but I don't think I ever really expected anything to happen from that. I tried the wood borer previously. That didn't do anything. Screwdriver, also no. Pliers, no. Shears, no. And crowbar, no. So I'm not actually sure. Wire. It does say there's a hole, but I mean that's this hole. It's not like a tiny bored hole, I don't think. I might need a shovel, but I don't know where. Oh, yeah, I do. There's a shovel in the greenhouse, but that's why I was thinking I needed water in there, because I need to be able to put water. So the shovel is in the greenhouse, but it's stuck in like some hard clay or something, and I can't lift it out. So I need some water or something to loosen that up. Then I could pull the shovel out, and then I could probably use the shovel here, or maybe we use the shovel later to try to dig up the missing body or something, right? So here on the tree, I think from the beginning of the game there was water here on the tree. I believe at the very beginning of the game when we went out, we were just exploring the grounds before we went into the mansion. I believe this was already here as a thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I just don't know, one, where we get the water to use on the clay to loosen the shovel, right? I mean, I know where there is water. There's water here. If nothing else, there's water here. But I don't have a container for the water. And when I go to anything like a pot or something in the kitchen, it says, okay, I can use this if I want to cook. That doesn't help. There's also, of course, maybe it doesn't work that way in the game, but there's potentially water from the fountain here as well. There are at least a couple of water sources, but I've not yet been able to figure out how to take the water and then carry it with me. I thought I might find something out in the garage, but if I remember right, there's no bucket or anything in here that I can grab. There is that. And I'm pretty sure I've tried this on the grate before, right? The crate seemed to be empty, so I decided to not waste my time with it. That was pointless. I don't know why I would use that. Wood borer, probably not, right? No. So I don't know. So nothing with that crate. If I go... Yeah, nothing here to interact with. If I go here again to this not desk, what do you call it? Workbench. Of all the various items lying on the table, only the toolbox on the far left seem to have a few useful things. Now, the crowbar had been right here, so it's not like I just paid attention to the toolbox. I've gone around trying to see if there were other things. I found the crowbar there, but I don't think I found anything else on the table anywhere as I went through everything. I mean, a pile of wrenches. You got a... What is that? A caulking gun or something? And it's just... No. And then here, I already, I think, grabbed everything from here. I don't believe there's anything else to get from here. So... Good morning, Kurt. What's a turbo? What do you mean a turbo? Where did it say turbo? Was there a can labeled or something? See, we have Pennzoil. We've got, I don't know. Oh, okay. That doesn't show up in Restream. I'm not looking at the actual Twitch chat. I'm looking at what's conveyed through the Restream app. So I actually wasn't sure. Yeah, he won't go closer to this because he thinks something's going to jump out to him from the side. And on all these cases where it looks like, oh, there's a little dark or something, it's like, no, there was enough light, which is like, but there's not. It's shadow. So, I don't know. I cannot grab this axe. Anyway, this is kind of a bucket, but I can't interact with it. It's a pail, right, that you would put water in potentially. But I can't even grab it, so I don't know where the game is expecting me to find a bucket to use for transporting water. I'll keep searching, but So Kurt, if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. I have kind of a bad memory, so you may have stopped by before. I think I've seen a Kurt, but I don't know if it was you. So, in any case, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. Why would I have anything in the boot of the car, right? That doesn't make any sense. And in here, you just say the battery's dead, you honk the horn, and there's nothing in the glove box. So I really don't know what else it would be in the car. I don't think you do anything else with the stuff in the car. So my quest is to figure out how to transport water to the shovel. So that comes in one of two ways. Either turning water, like unplugging something so water is regularly flowing again, and then I could use the hose that's in the greenhouse. That's kind of the implied thing, but maybe not the actual thing you need to do. If that's not the case, then the alternate is find a bucket or something to transport water that you could then dump on there. Yeah, the faucet upstairs, I turn the valves and it says that the water's running, but it's not getting to the other places. Yeah, Asylum. I'm excited for Asylum, man. Absolutely. Yeah, so it's basically like, I think what it's trying to say, because we turned that big valve in the basement, right? So I think what it's trying to say is basically water is now flowing because we turned the valve, but it's getting blocked somehow before it gets to any of the pipes upstairs. So we need to fix a pipe or unplug a pipe or something like that. Oh, nice. I've been following along a lot of the journal entries of, were they the doctors, the psychologists' journal entries? Something like that, where they were showing some patients being interviewed. I saw some of those. I've seen I've been following quite a bit some of the clips they release where they show some early gameplay footage so you can see what it looks like in a modern point and click but interactive point and click kind of environment and stuff. It's pretty awesome. I really am impressed. It's like you have point and click with some live action, kind of, a little bit. So, for example, you might use a left hand or something to turn to the left, and then you're looking down the hall. Maybe a second or two after you look down the hall, you see something like go by in the distance or something. So you have some of that kind of live action-ish stuff, but it's still a point and click adventure. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be badass. So what else could I possibly do? I've not found any kind of wrenches. Man, I cannot think of what I still need to. And I can't get in there. So for now, I think I might as well go back out. Do I go back to the greenhouse? I don't know what else is in the greenhouse to try, though. See, that's part of what I was thinking too. If I can get the water flowing again, maybe that'll cause the water that's under the grate to rise up some, maybe even overflow a little bit, and that sparkling thing might come up with the water. If I don't need to go about it a different way, like I was saying before, where I get something to hook the sparkling thing, or maybe use a magnet to grab it that way. I kind of don't want to go back in because I don't know that there's anything inside. But I'm running out of ideas on things to try. Pretty sure there was nothing else in the storage room behind the tusk case. Oh yeah, it's still really good quality. For me, I don't even care about how old a game is anyway. I still have fun playing them, but beyond that, like, this is not bad graphics. There are some people that I think have a problem with this kind of thing. They're really just like, all those graphics are totally out of date and blah blah blah, and they have a problem with that. And that's up to them what they enjoy or don't enjoy. But I personally don't have a problem with this at all. I think this is totally fine. I grew up, I mean, I'm old now. Like, I'm in my 40s. I grew up with really old school, not super high quality graphics. So it's not any skin off my nose for something like this. Yeah, it's a nice friggin' house, right? You know what? Maybe, I mean, I wouldn't have all the African artifacts and stuff, I think, right? But maybe someday, will get my own house built, and I'll just build it after this floor plan. Oh, yeah, DOS, yeah. The early King's Quest and stuff. Yeah, man. Yep. Choose your own adventures, or not choose. Well, yeah, choose your own adventure, I guess. Those are more of the books, but I'm thinking like the, what do you call it? Where you would type, like, examine bed or something, right? That kind of stuff. The point and clicks were a natural evolution of the early adventure games where you would type stuff like go west or just W for west or whatever. And then, so that kind of evolved into point and clicks. Point and clicks have since somewhat evolved into more somewhat 3D point and clicks. You have some, I think, early attempts at that, like Broken Sword 3. And you have some more successful later attempts at that, I think, also. Like the isometric style, like Stasis and Kane. And you also have Broken Sword 5, Serpent's Curse, which was a really well done, like up to date graphically version of point and clicks. I mean, it was still specifically, what do you call it? Same developer, but yeah, they do a really, really good job with that kind of stuff. So I've been really impressed with the evolution of games. I just am looking forward to seeing what the next evolution is. I'm not staying away from games so to just play that or something once they have an evolution. I'm just curious what the next evolution will be, I guess. Beautiful Desolation. I need to play that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Faux Fox. Just like with Homesick, exactly. Oh, did you? Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, there are too many games for me to help out on Kickstarter or on Patreon. There are too many games. I can't do all of them, but I try to contribute here and there where I can. Whether or not I plan to ever play the game on stream or uploading to YouTube or BitChute, whether I do that or not, I still try to contribute toward a game. I will play the game that I contribute to eventually, but I don't necessarily do it, the contribution, with an eye to getting, more videos for Twitch or YouTube or whatever. See, again, here's another case of a pail or a bucket, and I cannot grab it. So I feel like we're not trying to do that. I feel like we're trying to fix the flow of the water, and that will allow that won't just affect what's in the manor. I think it will also affect the greenhouse, and the hose will be able to shoot water wherever we direct it, and so we could put it potentially on the flower pot that has the shovel stuck in it. Right, because in the greenhouse, on the back side of that, so there's the tree that has its edging around it. On the back side of that edging, there's another valve. But currently we turn that and it says there's no water coming out. So I believe once we get whatever unclogged, let's assume that's what it is. Once we get the water unclogged, I believe the water will flow to everything, including that greenhouse, and we'll go back there, turn that valve, and then we'll have water pouring out of the hose. We click on the hose. I don't know how we would do that exactly. Click on the hose to move it over. This doesn't exactly have a mechanic for that. I would kind of put the hose in my inventory, and then I click from my inventory and put it on the pot, maybe? I'm not sure how that would work. But something along those lines, I think, is what we're looking for. So I can't do anything with that. There's no more need to fiddle with the valve, yeah. I don't know how I can look to see. I can't figure out how I get the... I'm assuming I need to remove this to look for some cause of things being clogged. But I don't know for sure. Wouldn't it be gross if the body was actually in here and that's why things were clogged? It'd be so gross. Would I let you buy me? I mean, I don't want you to feel like you need to spend money on me, but I mean, if you want to buy it for me, I'm not going to say no. I mean, because obviously you'd be doing it as a gift or something. So I'm not going to say no to somebody trying to give me a gift. But I've not forgotten about To the Moon. In fact, once I think, because I've been doing constant horror on all my live streams since Halloween, and we're through the vast majority of the horror that I was gonna do over the course of the year. We still have a couple titles to go, but we've done the vast majority of it. Either we're currently doing it or we're about to do it. So we're doing Downfall on Fridays. We're doing Scratches on Saturdays until we finish Scratches. And then on Sundays, we're doing Yomawari. Starting tomorrow, we're going to start Yomawari, or we're going to do Yomawari. So, but after, I mean, once we have one of those free up, probably Downfall, I'm guessing, possibly Scratches, one of the two. Once we have one of those free up, though, I'm actually planning on doing a non-horror stream on Friday, just for a change of pace, just for a little bit different, right? And so I'd been considering doing maybe 2 or 3 games in a row on Friday nights that would all not be, that none of which would be horror. And so To the Moon was going to be one of them. Book of Unwritten Tales was going to be another. I was actually going to do 2 of them in a row. I was going to do I've already done Book of Unwritten Tales. I was going to do the Critter Chronicles DLC. I think it's a DLC anyway. And then I was going to do Book of Unwritten Tales 2. So I was going to do both. I was going to do those as well. But I think I'm going to do the Book of Unwritten Tales 2 and Critter Chronicles last out of the series of non-horror, because Book of Unwritten Tales took long enough. I'm assuming Book of Unwritten Tales 2 is going to take quite a while too. So, yeah, the Council? Yeah. Yeah, the Council looks good. I need to play that. That's released, right? I don't think it's still coming out. I'm pretty sure that's already released, right? I just never played it yet. Haven't played it. I've never played it yet. I don't know. It's not really great English. Anyway, I have not played it yet. But yeah, I totally want to play the Council. I'm going to play... I recently did Layers of Fear 2, but I plan on doing the 3rd Amnesia game that's coming out. I plan on doing the 2nd Remothered game that's coming out. We got a lot of stuff coming out. So I'm planning on doing a lot of these that are coming soon. So those are definitely in the works. We're just not quite there yet. Yeah. Yep. I thought it was released. Yeah, and like I said, I totally plan on doing it. Yep. Yeah, what I should do probably is I should probably just get my own website, because there are too many places with social media and stuff where it's not really designed for doing certain things. I wouldn't have a ton of stuff on my website, but I probably should have one so I can do stuff like post a calendar of upcoming planned games. Like this schedule is what my coming games will be, not just what I'm currently doing, but for all of the following games I'm going to be doing these things. Yeah, Discord. Yep, I could do Discord. Yeah, I have actually a Discord channel. I've used it. I haven't really made it public. I probably should. I'm trying to remember if... I can't remember now. So, I have a Discord account, for sure. Like a Discord profile, or whatever you call it. And I know I've used Discord in the course of doing a collaboration. Like, my friend and I communicated over Discord while we were collabing on a game. I can't remember if it was his Discord that I joined. I feel like it was his Discord that I joined. I'm pretty sure I have one set up, though. I'll look. It's a good reminder. I'll look and see what I have in terms of Discord. Not just my profile, but like if I have a server. And if I do, then I should post that. Anyway, so my website would have things, informational things that you can't necessarily get on just social media. I mean, you could, but I mean, I have to be doing like post all the time to kind of cycle through the different reminders and stuff, right? It'd be much better, I think, if I just had kind of a hub that also interacted with my social media. Yeah, oh, that's a good point. I can add a panel to Twitch, yeah. I didn't look through all the panels. Is there one where I can just put, like, effectively just text that says, this is my coming streaming schedule? Okay. Yeah, see, I watch streams on Twitch, but I don't watch them all the time, and I don't tend to go lower than the actual stream. So, okay. So that's definitely something to look into. I should do that for sure. I do still think having a website is useful, because if I have a website, then if anybody ever wants to find something specific from me and they're not sure where to look, I could potentially kind of direct them toward that. You know, one thing that's really been a pain in the ass though, YouTube's live like link to live streams on YouTube are garbage. Like, it doesn't work. It used to be when YouTube first started doing their live streaming service or allowing that. It used to be live.youtube.com/ and then whatever my channel name is. So in my case, live.youtube.com/ Xexor Weglin. Then they changed it to, you know, www.youtube.com/ Xexor Weglin /live. And now that doesn't even work. It's just a big... So now the only way to get, like, my live video is if you're subscribed for notifications on YouTube, and then YouTube says, hey, he's gone live. And then you get an email. Then that gives you, like, a one-time link for that one stream, but it's not for all future streams, so you don't have just, like, a normal place to go. It's really pretty sucky, actually. Okay. I should, I'll try to remember to do that right after. We're almost done. We only have another maybe 15, 20 minutes, whatever, maybe half an hour of streaming this tonight. So I'll try to remember right after we get off stream today to look at adding panels. Okay, yeah, no, please do. Please do. I mean, if you're that excited about it, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know really what the right word to use, but if you're that committed to my playing it soon and stuff, then yeah, just go ahead and do that. Anyway, but like I said, Fofox, that's coming up. So when Friday nights free up, after I'm done with Downfall, I think I'm not going to do any more horror on Friday nights for a while. I'm going to do non-horror streams for a while, maybe the next 6 months or so. And so I'll get several. And so To the Moon is one of those that I actually had been thinking I should do that during one of these streams, especially since I was thinking specifically, Fofox has been asking me to do it for so long, and I keep forgetting because I'm a dunderhead. So it would be great if you, or if I free that up, I start with that game and then change over to other games. God damn it, dude. I can't think of where else I need to go. How the am I going to find something to free up the pipes? I really am kind of stumped now. We'll go out again and see if there's something outside I'm missing. I don't know. I really just, I don't know where the crap to look. So if I come out here, though, there's this thing here that I'm supposed to get, but I can't get currently. That's what I was referring to before. And then if I go over here and go, whoops, up the stairs. Oh, sorry. First, here's the valve. But, oh, this one runs. Oh, I thought it was blocked up like everything else. Oh, maybe we can get this item over here now? Still can't reach it. Oh, but maybe I can get the shovel now. Alright. I am glad that I came back here. I didn't think I could use it. I thought it was still blocked up like the stuff in the house. Okay, I don't know. Large hose lighting in the walkway. Shovel the planter, but it was stuck in the soil. How? Okay, where's the water going other than just there? How can I... Maybe there's another end of the hose down below I need to put in the water? I don't know. Is there a... I really don't know what's... I mean, that has not raised the level here enough. Oh, it's been washed out of sight. Oh, I wonder if it's now over where the tree is. Because there's kind of that lip that blocks further water. Let's turn this off for the time being. Maybe that's now over where that tree was. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, this is what I said. Sometimes I'm a dunderhead. I'm not always the sharpest tool in the shed. I don't see... Oh, is it in the fountain now, maybe? If it's not there, maybe it's in the fountain? Because there is that picture of the fountain. No. Where did it go? Did I miss it? Was it back here anyway? I don't see anything shining here, though. Yeah, I don't... Okay. And then there's... That didn't affect the faucets inside, did it? I'm still surprised that there's nothing with this fountain at all, though. Whether that would be here or not, I'm still surprised there's nothing with the fountain, given that there's a photo. Seems significant enough. Well, let's just... Not sure if I exactly like this layout of no hall on the bottom floor between here. You have to pass through. I don't know if I like that layout, though. If I did do something after the plans of this manner, I'd probably change that. I'd probably have a hall like this passing on the bottom floor. I don't know that I like not being able to do that and having to just go through that living room or whatever. Yeah, there's still a problem with the pipe, so something else is going on. So it did not unblock that. Okay. Back out. There's something more in the greenhouse that I missed. And like I said, there is still the problem of somehow trying to get that stupid shovel out, and I can't. Oh. Oh, okay. So grabbing the end pulled it over the edge. Okay. I thought it looked like maybe there's a small piece of hose next to it, but it looks like that's actually... Okay. So let's do this. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's how that works. And now I'm assuming I just grab the other end of the hose. Let's go over here and get that end of the hose. There we go. Okay. Now we have a shovel. Wonder if I can dig out where that tree is. Nice. It's a great day in Australia. Nice. How is the weather down under? Where? I can't remember where you said you are. Queensland? Or are you New South Wales? I can't remember where you said you are. You'd be happy to do... Wait. Hang on. Hang on a second. Hang on. Kill it. Would you... This is such a pain in the butt. Would you stop, please? Let me. Thank you. Okay, hang on. Let me back up a little bit. Oh, Perth. Okay, yeah, nice. I like it. I like it. Very cool. Okay, wow. Sorry, I'm not trying to give people motion sickness here. Okay, let's see what happens if I go over here. There's also the crypt, possibly, or near the crypt. But let me try this. Wasn't useful. And what about up here? Also not useful. Okay, so none of this. That's all the same things. That's not going to do anything. Okay. So none of that is useful. So we're not using the shovel there. Cannot get in the church. Cannot really do anything in the garage. It's like a concrete floor, I think. So we would not be digging there. Yeah, okay, let's try the crypt. See if we can do something there. See, it's basically, it's almost the same number of clicks to go here as it is to go upstairs. I go from the front room, I go in, I've just entered the front room. I turn left, I click once to go up the stairs, twice to go up the stairs. I click once down the hall to the main bedroom, then I click twice down the long hall, that's 5 clicks. Then I turn left, click to go down the stairs, click to go down the stairs. 7 clicks to go up, down the hall, and down. Here, I go 1 click forward from the front door to the room with the phone, 1 click to open the door, 1 click to go across this room, 1 click to open the door. So it's 4 clicks versus 7 clicks. And yet, well, actually coming down the stairs would bring me here. So I would actually be here. So it'd be 5 clicks. 5 versus 7. And yet, it almost feels easier to go across the hall upstairs because you have to hover over the door handles to open the doors. It's such a pain in the tuchus, dude, I swear. It's such a pain in the ass. Alright. Okay, let's see if we can dig some stuff up, shall we? Make the dead angry with us. Sounds like a plan, right? Wait, what? Why? Oh. I was like, I wasn't getting a forward arrow. I was like, why can I not go further? Okay, so now I'm in here. I don't remember if there's anything really to dig down here, right? It's just... Is it just concrete floor? Dirt floor? And there's no interaction thing. Okay, so that's not going to be a thing. Where could I dig? Where would I dig? There's got to be a spot of ground somewhere that I can examine or something so that you can interact, and then I can do some kind of digging there. Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't work because it's a hard floor and there's no interaction. So it's not going to let me try that. I'm pretty sure it said the garden, right? That newspaper article that was reporting that the maid had seen James Blackwood burying something, probably Catherine. It said it was out in the garden, right? Where's the garden? This is not the garden. This is kind of nice, I guess. This right here, but it's not the garden. Where's the garden? Is that back here? Is there something I failed to see the first time I was through here? Some part of the ground that is interactive? Not really. God damn it, and I gotta go through all this again. So stupid. I'm not... Well, I mean, I might be somewhat. I think everybody is to a degree, maybe, but I'm not exactly OCD or anything. But I do feel like this would be such a pain in a real house. I would not want the house laid out where you literally cannot just go down the hall and across to the other side. That seems like way too much work for me. I wonder if the time's changed. Maybe I can call somebody too. No, it's still 10 a.m. Where in the hell would that shiny object have gone? What the deuce, dude? I'm not sure what's going on. Go back here just in case, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing in here, right? It's just... I'm pretty sure. I might be misremembering. I think it's just like a concrete floor, like you'd expect in any garage. So there's not really... Yeah, there's nothing you would dig here. Why is this such a pain in my ass? Can I dig in the ground in the greenhouse, maybe? Maybe that's what I'm missing. Maybe I can dig in the greenhouse. Let's go back and see. So this is all concrete. This is stupid. This is the stupid fat hobbit. Why? Oh, what? Wait, what? Oh, I didn't remember the zooming in. I might still be able to interact with this. I mean, I don't know. Removed a few branches and leaves, clearing that corner of the drain. Oh, snap. I have an idea. So I want to go maybe over here? No. Maybe not. Cleared that corner of the drain. Oh, did the object get lodged there? Is it maybe out at the tree now? I'm just running in circles trying to fix all this crap. Yeah. So when we get to that point, Fofox, since you're one of my regular viewers, when we get to that point where I'm like, okay, no more horror on Fridays for now. Remind me about To the Moon and we'll play it, okay? What the... Still no. What the deuce, dude? I wonder... I also wonder, maybe I need to have the water still running, too. Like, I might need to... maybe not, but I might need to take this hose off of the faucet head and then run that again. There we go. Got it. Ha ha. And it's a key, probably to the chapel, I'm guessing. Okay. Just let the water run. I don't think it matters. It's not like this is real life. I wouldn't let it run in real life, but this isn't IRL. I don't need to worry about water conservation in the game. So, oh, whoops, I went too far. Now we go here. All right, let's get this going. That's not useful. What am I unlocking then? What am I not? What do I not have unlocked yet? On the ground floor, there's something that's not unlocked? What's not unlocked on the ground floor? I thought everything was. There's the foyer, or the front room. There's the telephone room, or whatever. There's the living room. There's the study. There's the dining room. There's the back hall. There's the kitchen. Right-hand side? There's something in here. Oh, the desk. I thought it said the desk was like basically like stuck beyond hope or something, though. Did it not? But you're right. That's not. We've not opened that, so maybe it opens it. It's a good point. It's possible for sure. This, and there's also in the study. Not there, okay. And then there's the study, yeah. Right, oh, that's what you're talking about, the right-hand side, right, of the desk? Yeah, yep, okay. Well, this is on the right, kind of the right as you come through the door, so I didn't know which right you meant. Yeah, you probably mean the desk. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Alright, that's fine. I'm enough now used to navigating in this game, I can go places relatively fast versus how I would go before. Ooh, this has a combination. Oh, for really? Okay. I don't know. A combination. Maybe it's in the notes here. I don't know. Alright, March 21st, 1963. Dear Catherine, first of all, I beg you to take the utmost care in order to keep this letter away from James. I don't like to think of the mental breakdown he would suffer if he reads this. You know James much better than I do, so you must share my conviction that he'd never harm anything, but, even so, I'd ask you to be careful whenever he's around, at least until we sort out the situation. Excuse me. He's been especially unstable lately. Speaking about his determination to suppress this so-called curse, I truly fear for him and for his sanity. I still wouldn't say he qualifies as
dangerous, but just in case, be cautious. I've been playing the role of an ally who believes in James, and so far, I think I've done a good job in convincing him. But I'm afraid it won't last for too much longer. I can't do all the things he's now asking me to. He has been delving into some very obscure arts, and what began as a hobby has now become a dangerous obsession. He wants me to perform an African ritual on that awful mask he brought. He's convinced he has released an ancient spirit which will harm everything he loves and cares for. It's all so utterly insane that I'm ashamed to translate this into words. My biggest fear is that I will end losing my own mind along with his. I have to put an end to all of this. No, it's a great guess. I mean, key. We have locks that have not been opened. Try them on the lock. So it's a great guess. Yeah, for sure. And about that other issue, you should never have gotten over it. Catherine, what we did 2 years ago, the decision we made and knew would affect the course of our lives, has been haunting my sleep ever since then. I know you must be the one more affected by this, but you wouldn't understand all that has been going through my head. The confusion, the contradiction. Now more than ever, I am not sure whether it was the right decision or not. But there's no turning back, and we must face the consequences. All I wanted to say about this is that I'm deeply sorry if I behaved erratically these past days, and unnerved you. You have my word, I would never, or I won't ever reveal anything. Whatever you do with this letter, be sure James doesn't feel anything suspicious. I'd rather have you destroy this, though. Extreme situations require extreme measures. Christopher. And here's a problem. Here's a problem. This is James's desk. So James got a hold of this and now knows Catherine friggin' cheated with Christopher. Probably why he killed her, in part. The date of the letter, let's see, it was March 21st, 1963. March 21st, 1963. Are you thinking that might be the combo? Maybe. 3/21/63. 21. 63. It did not click, so that's not going to be the correct. It might be the birthday of somebody or the death date, either one. All right, let's try this. Let's go to the attic. See if either of the dates there, I'll write them down. See if either of the dates there are significant. Was there any other numerical value we've seen that might play into this too? I don't know. I feel like no, but I might not be remembering something. It's definitely a possibility. Oh, I see. Yeah. No, I mean that's definitely okay. So let's do this first. 25th May of 63, possibly. 25 May of 63. Okay. And then 10 August of 61. We might also want to go out back to the crypt and see if we can read. Well, no, I don't think the plaques say anything other than we might be able to read the plaque for Catherine and James. Hey, you know what? Silhouette? I mean, you shouldn't have restrictions on love. If you and Faux Fox had a thing a couple years ago, I mean, far be it for anybody else to judge, right? So you're saying the combination might be 2 years off? Maybe. So I would want 2 years back from the date of that then, right? So let's go back down and see. That's a good call. I wonder if this is one of those games that remembers the last combination you entered, so it'll still be stuck on that, or if I'm going to have to redo the whole thing. Ah, Faux Fox. Gotcha. Okay, let's go back in. Okay, this was... So it'll be March 21st, 61. Okay, we could try that. So 60... 61. Nope, that doesn't work. Let's try... Oh, it might also be 21 March, right? It might be that way. 21 March 61? No. Okay, what else? 25 May. 25 May 63. Nope. Or maybe it's May 25th. Nope. Okay. 10 August. 61. Nope. August 10. No. So it's neither of the dates on the papers upstairs in the attic. It's also not the date of the letter. Either with or without. So either with, so right, the date of the letter. Let's look at it again. Hang on. So it's March 21st, 1963. So March 21st. So we go 3, 21, 61 for being 2 years back, no. Being 2 years forward, so the actual date of the letter, no. Okay, let's go back to 61 here. Oh, that was kind of silly. I should have left it, but whatever. Okay, so 21 March here. $61, no. And then 63, no. So it's no combination. Yeah, but see I'm doing day, month, year. It doesn't matter. I'm doing month, day, year, and day, month, year both, just in case. And it doesn't matter. Neither of them are working. So it's not that I can see. I mean, it's unless I'm missing it. But otherwise, it's not the date of the letter. It's not the 2 years before the date of the letter. And it's neither of the dates of the upstairs newspapers. So if it's a date, it's something else. If it's not a date... See, these don't have years. These could be 63, but I don't know. Or 61, I guess it would be. but I don't know. Five digits. Doesn't have anything that way. We've progressed. It's 11 a.m. now, so we've progressed for sure somewhat. Is there somebody I want to call? Wait, no. Can I? Okay. Fine. I can't back out, apparently.
Yes?
Hi, Jerry.
Michael, I was worried about you. Are you doing okay?
Yes, I'm fine. And I think I know the identity of my intruder.
Tell me, who is it?
James Blackwood.
The Blackwood person? Michael, are you serious? That the ghost of the murderer is roaming the house?
I'm not talking about his ghost, Jerry. I'm talking about him.
What the heck do you mean?
I mean James Blackwood himself, alive in this house.
What? How is that possible?
It makes sense. After murdering his wife and realizing what he has done, he begs for help to Christopher Milton, who fakes his death.
Milton, the previous owner? Michael, you're losing your mind. Even if he managed to hide himself, how did he survive all this time? Milton has been missing for years.
Good point, but I'm sure a desperate man like Blackwood would have found a way.
Yes, by turning into a ghost. Wait a minute. Yeah, I have it right here. James Blackwood passed away on June 1963. Would you please stop this?
Jerry, just listen to me. I know I'm right. There's only Mrs. Blackwood's body in the crypt. His is missing.
Oh God, Michael. You've really gone out of your mind. Digging into coffins, what next? Desecrating the chapel?
Whatever it takes to solve this mystery. You can only find stories like this in books.
Precisely why I'm beginning to wonder about your sanity.
You'll see.
Wait, I gave Barbara the day off, didn't I? Okay, that's how you back out. You choose another number and then you just back out. I mean, it could be Blackwood's supposed death date. Yeah. There's something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? No, I want the other way. I'm going to the crypts, not the greenhouse. In fact, I wonder if it's actually faster to just do this. Just because of the aiming it. Like, legitimately, normally it wouldn't be as fast, but see how much faster this is? It's kind of ridiculous, but oh well. It is what it is. Alright. And you're trying to tell me, Fofox, you didn't have a fling with Silhouette a couple years ago? Come on, please. Too much evidence to the contrary. Alright, let's see what Blackwood's actual date is. June 63 doesn't... I mean, that's not going to be enough digits. Unless it's just the month and the year. 61963, that could be actually. Maybe. Okay, let's zoom in here. Yeah. Just oh, wait, what? What is what is this? Oh. I found a ball or something. What is this? An ordinary rock. Alright. I have a rock now, apparently. We're obviously using that at some point. Alright, so there was not a specific date, just the year and month. Let's see if we can get this safe open, or safe, locked box, this combination open. Alright, so maybe just 6 of 1963? Nope. Yeah, I don't see another way of... It wouldn't be year and then month, would it? I mean, I guess we could try that, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be year and month. That seems a little strange. Yeah, no. Okay, so that's not it. For some reason, this one works differently than all the other drawers in the house, or just about all the other drawers. In most of the other cases, if I'm like in this mode here, like if I were on this drawer, I could, in most other cases, I could click this drawer from here. But apparently I'm not able to on this desk for some reason. They forgot to program it the same way, I guess, or something. Let's see. I don't want to do that. Actually, go this way. This will be faster. Let me look upstairs in my room at my notes and see if there's something there that maybe I'm missing. That it has a date or a 5-digit number. Let's see. Alright, this... I mean, technically, all of these are 5-digit numbers. I doubt any of these work because it's Jerry, our real estate agent. But because you technically never know, Jerry could be involved. It's a mystery after all. Let me write all these down. So 73764. There's an 01665, although that's a region or a county code, right? So that's almost certainly no, but might as well while we're entering codes. Okay, 67534. Okay, what else? Seven 2547. Again, Barbara's not going to be involved. But the thing is, this is supernatural. So maybe, like, whatever supernatural crap is going on is playing with us. And so it's making it look like it's something that it's not actually. See, we're in 1976. We're only 13 years later. It's totally plausible that these other people are still alive. Does this have a publication year? Or anything like that? That Supernatural's playing with our minds? No. Okay. So no on that. We can't access that. Let's see. Don't see a date clearly there that you could use for anything, so probably not there. I'm pretty sure none of our notes have a date, right? Whoops. I should do that. No. Oh, right. I don't click through. I click under. That's what I do. Now. Yeah. Nope. Do I want to type, by the way? Maybe I want to work on it more. No. Okay. There's nothing in here, right? Well, there was the deed to the house is the only thing I can think of that might even remotely go along with that, and I'm not sure that that's even really a thing. It's possible. November 11th, 1960. Could be. I doubt it, but it could be. I doubt anything else in here is... But you never know. Okay, let's write these numbers down. 01912. Again, this could be like a county code, so it's probably nothing. 94144. I mean, this is kind of grasping at straws, really, at this point, right? So, but just in case, while I'm at it again, trying to put another code in, I might as well, right? 867-5309. 867-5309. Jenny, I want to have your number. Or I have your... How's it go? Jenny, I've got your number. I want to make you mine. Did I use the mirror? Did I use the mirror? Where? Which mirror? Because I have not found a mirror I could take with me. So which mirror, what room are you meaning for? Is there a mirror in the study? I don't remember there being a mirror in the study. Oh. Yeah, I haven't figured out what it does, but I have used the mirror. So if I see this is just the thoughts I've had up to this point with the pivoting mirror. Right now, it reflects basically right here. But I can't interact with anything. And I cannot approach more closely to try to interact with anything. I can do that, but it just talks about the bed being too fancy. If I go closer and I rotate the mirror, so here is just, it's looking at this, is the only thing really you can make out in the reflection. What, is that something on the ceiling or something? See, I don't know what that is, really. When you zoom in this, I don't know what this is. I can't tell what that's a reflection of. And we rotate it the other way, we just get the opposite, not this side, but the opposite side of the lamp that's here. And that's all you get when you're close up. And when you rotate it and you back out, this still points regardless. Like, it's this way, okay. I rotate it to this, I back out, it's still this. It doesn't make a difference on this view. And again, you can't interact with this, so... How did I find the safe? I was like for the 10th time or something, analyzing different portraits. And I happened to be in this room, and I think I had started like over here or something, and I worked my way around, and then I clicked on this, and then I was, you know, doing this, see if there's a zoom in thing, and then I got this, and I was like, oh wait, what? And then I clicked that, and then the safe showed up. And we did find a number for the safe earlier, but I mean, that's already in the past. So there are more letters and things downstairs, and there's another one over here, for example, with, yeah. I mean, honestly, it was like I'm trying several things because I may not have examined stuff closely enough. Yeah, it was that kind of a thing. Yeah. It wasn't there was a specific clue telling me, hey, by the way, there probably is in the game, but that's not what got me to look at it. June 24th, 1962, maybe? It's another date. And this was what he wrote to Christopher, you know, before finding out that, yeah, it is actually. You're like, oh, I didn't even click that or whatever. Or I didn't even know that. That was a letter that James wrote to Christopher prior to reading the letter from Christopher to Catherine, where Christopher basically, effectively, confesses to cheating with Catherine on James. Or that Catherine had an affair with him. There's the painting room now. Across there. I don't think anything on the floor above. I don't think there are any letters up there that would have any information. So I think we're done here. Oh, but I want to go the opposite side of the house, actually. All right. These do not have a year, so they're not helpful in that way. For a good time call. Okay. I don't know that there are any other notes around here. Is there anything out here? I'm trying to think on that table. No, there's nothing like a letter or anything out, or journal entry out on that table there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything out that way. Okay. Well, let's try with what we got here. I feel like this probably is not what we need, though. We probably need something else, but, you know, stuff. Alright. Got a few more numbers to try. Let's try 11 November. No, that'll be too many numbers. That's going to be 8 numbers. Or 6 numbers. That's too many digits. 11 November will not work. Too many digits. It can't, no matter how you do it. Because it'd be 11/11. So that won't work. 24 June. Oh, it was already on 6. Whoops. 62. And then instead do 624. Nope. So that's a bust. Let's try some of these other. Okay, we have 7-3 764. No. Okay. There was another 772. 5. 4. 7 2 5 4 7. Whoops. No. Okay, so that's a bust also. Oh. 1 665. No. 6 7. Oh wait, there's another O. Oh 1 9 1 2. Oh 1 9 1 2 also no. So that's a bust. That's a bust. Okay, 6 7. 5 3 4. Nope. 9 4 1 4 4. Nine 4 1 4 4. Nope. I didn't think it was any of those numbers, honestly, but I figured we should try just to be safe. Okay, so none of the numbers that we've tried so far work. Like, none of those. Yeah. For a good time called Kevin. I don't know about that. I mean, you like Schlitz malt liquor? I mean, I could try 1 2 3 4 5. Might as well. Tried other numbers, right? Obviously I doubt it's gonna work, right? It's just a joke, but might as well try it. 2 3 4 5. Yeah. What is in Spaceballs? What's the combination? 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5. What 1 2 3 4 5? What kind of an idiot would use a combination like that? So what did the combination end up being? 1 2 3 4 or what? Yeah, what would the combination end up being? 1 2 3 4 5. Oh, I better go change the combination of my luggage or how? I don't remember how the scene goes. It's been so long since I've seen it, but yeah, that's a classic, obviously. Boy. But he did say June 1963. We already tried both 1963 6 and 6 1963. Neither of those work, so that's clearly not the combination either. Yeah, I know. I was just teasing. Yeah, there's a number somewhere. Clearly. But I don't know. Is there a clock stopped on a specific... Well, that wouldn't be 6 digits, though. Even if you go hour and minute, it wouldn't be 6 digits. I wonder if there's a hidden number in either of those paintings on the second floor that have the little corner you can zoom in on. I wonder if there are numbers at all hidden in there that I didn't notice before. Because I wouldn't have been looking for them for sure. I'm not seeing numbers on this one anyway. About the one around the corner. I doubt we're supposed to piece something together from the values on these cards. That doesn't seem like the kind of thing that this game would do, so. That'd be a super hard clue for somebody to pick up on, too. What had been trying to remember, I had written down at some point but I'm not sure where I wrote it. But at some point, I believe I wrote a oh, yeah, I think that's it. And I already tried that number. Okay, that's not the same. Or I mean, that's the same one, so it's not a different number to try. It was the number of Christopher, well, the bank where Christopher had his account or whatever. But it's already one of the numbers I've tried, so that's not... Checking notes I've made. I don't think... Well, that's unfortunate, but I don't think we're probably not going to... Yeah. Okay. I think we're just going to save it here. We've made quite a bit of progress in the last little bit, so let's just call it good for now. So next Saturday night, we will continue on. We need to find the combination now for that box, and we also need still to figure out where we're expected to dig with the shovel. There's going to be somewhere, pretty sure it's outside. If I remember right, I think that newspaper article said it was in the garden, but where in the garden, like where the garden is and where in the garden we would need to dig, I'm not exactly sure. So that's a thing. So we have a little bit to figure out still, but we'll keep at it. So next Saturday will be more scratches. Tomorrow I'm going to be restarting because I don't remember all the controls and stuff. Well, I don't know if I'm a restart. I'll just try to remember to watch the video that I did of my initial playing, first hour or so, or hour and a half, whatever it was, of Yomawari. I want to watch my playing of that from Halloween so I can remind myself, refresh my memory on how the controls work. And then tomorrow hopefully I'll be able to figure it out, like based on my original playing, and then we'll continue Yomawari tomorrow. Worst case scenario, we'll restart Yomawari, but we should be just continuing. Like I said, I'll look at the video and hopefully get an idea of how the gameplay worked for that, like the game mechanics and stuff worked for that from before. So thanks for watching. Yeah, no problem. Fofox, thanks for joining me on the stream. It's been great. Thanks everybody that's jumped on, Monmouth and Kurt and Silhouelle. Appreciate you guys. I'll be going at the usual time tomorrow. Till then, peace.
When I stop